to dismantle systematic racism in the police bureau as well as elsewhere in our community, and that is a just and that is a worthy cause. I, of course, support non-violent demonstration. Personally, I don't believe that violence or even damaging the small businesses we see around here is helpful. I think it's a distraction to the larger important message.
Hey, Mayor Wheeler, we just started live right now.
I actually do want to help.
Yeah, we just started live. Can you tell people, kind of recap right now, why you're out here this morning after protesters were out here trying to declare an autonomous zone?
I'm out here this morning because there were a lot of barricades set up. There is a lot of trash and litter and detritus left from last night's demonstrations, and this is where I'm living. These are my neighbors, and I'm out here helping to pick up the mess that was left behind.
Would you ever let an autonomous zone be set up here in Portland?
I do not want an autonomous zone set up in Portland. I'm watching what's going on in Seattle, and I'm not impressed. I think it's a distraction from the larger movement, and the movement is justice for Black people. And I'm not in Seattle, obviously, but what I'm hearing coming out of Seattle concerns me. Armed people walking around in the autonomous zone, people being asked to show their papers and demonstrate where they're from at the entrance to the autonomous zone, businesses potentially being shaken down to be allowed to operate within the autonomous zone. So if you're asking if that's something I support, let me be unequivocally clear. I absolutely do not support that. And I do believe it's a distraction from the larger movement, which is to support and uplift Black voices in our community.
Sorry, I have one more quick question for you. I know you want to go because you want to be cleaning up here. But what we've seen at the Justice Center is repeated nightly gatherings there. What if that's what happens down here, if we see this night after night after night?
I believe fundamentally that this isn't going to be solved just by the police alone. It's not going to be solved by me alone. And so today the conversations we're having are with faith leaders, with community leaders, with others throughout the community who will stand with us and support the right to peacefully demonstrate and express viewpoints regarding the murder of George Floyd, demands for racial justice and equality, demands that we dismantle systematic racism in our community, but do it in a way that is nonviolent. And that's the message I really want to get across to people. Anything that starts to move towards the violent end of the spectrum is really a distraction from the important movement that's taking place here across America.
Thank you, Mayor.